I can't find. I got it. No, it's on preview. No, it's the
That's wrong song.
Hello, this is Tim from Two Blokes from Blighty, back with another episode in our new formatted season. I'm a little bit under the weather still, but I'm joined by my brother, Joe If It's.
There's nothing like when you're under the weather for me to ask you to host a high energy, high octane, high performing, high sex drive podcast.
God damn, he's good.
God damn, he's good. How are you feeling, Tim?
Oh, much better than I was. There was a point. I've for the audience, I've had the flu since like Tuesday, which sucks. I got an email on Monday to book in my flu jab.
Yeah, good luck having all of this again.
Yeah. So there was a point on like Thursday or Friday, one of the two. You know when you've got the flu and you're like Jenny will tell you you're fine, you feel warm, but you feel freezing and you can't get warm. I had that for basically the whole day on Friday, and it sucks. I hate it.
I get that when I'm ill and I'm tired at the same time.
Yeah.
And I remember when we first moved to this house, it was like the second day, and like I think just moving in, the stress of it had just kept my body going, you must continue doing what you're doing. And then when we moved in, and I remember hooking up Elden Ring to the TV downstairs and playing it on the Xbox. And then all of a sudden I was like, I'm so cold, I'm literally shaking. As Jenny was sorting our son out and putting him to bed, and I text her like, do we need to work out the heating? It's freezing. And she was like, what are you on about? It's boiling in this house. And I just sat under a blanket shivering and playing Elden Ring like, oh shit, I'm ill.
I have just had a small thought. I don't know if I'm recording video or not.
Good question. If you click the cog in the top right, yeah,
audio and video. We're good. Yeah,
you're going to keep that in as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Of course, people are going to think we don't edit Two Blokes from Blighty, but we do.
I promise we do. We actually do a pretty thorough job of it.
Well, let's not say thorough job, but we do a job.
You hear what I want you to hear.
Yeah, you don't. But you hear what Tim wants you to hear, but more importantly, you don't hear what he doesn't want you to hear.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
that is the thing.
Yeah.
I was in bed, all wrapped up yesterday morning, and I heard the most distressing sound. 3 loud beeps coming from a smoke alarm.
Oh no.
I was like, what is that? So for the audience, I don't know if I talked about this on Two Blokes from Blighty. In our last place, we had a smoke alarm with a battery was dying on it, but the thing was, it was hardwired into the ceiling.
Okay.
So it was one of these ones where it would just go like just, and it started at like 3 a.m.
They always do.
Always do. And it woke me in pain. I was like, what the fuck was that? So I went out and looked at it and was like, I guess it's the battery. And I was like, well, we're going to have to like just deal with it until like a reasonable hour. I went out to work and called the letting agent we were with at the time. And we were like, yeah, like the thing's hardwired in. I've checked and we can't replace the battery. And like, we're hounding I'll be honest, we're hounding the letting agent because A, they were terrible, and B, like it's something that's like really loud and actively causing us a loss of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually the landlord calls and it's just like, yeah, my handyman is actually at the building today. Just tell him and he'll sort it for you. I was like, okay, cool, no problem. So Payne goes downstairs, goes to grab the handyman and goes, oh yeah, our smoke alarm's just chirping. And he's like, oh, okay. And he takes out, basically rips the fucking wire out. And then wanders off with the smoke alarm, and we just didn't have a smoke alarm for about 8 months.
It's not that important, is it?
Fuck it, who needs it?
No,
and then
if you're on fire, you might know about it. It's
you
right.
might. And then I happened to be at home one day, and in the faintest sound, I heard beep, beep. I don't know if that's coming through on the audio at all.
It is.
The fucker had just moved the thing into a different flat that was unoccupied.
No.
So it was just sat there chirping, and this thing was loud. Like I remember coming back from work the next day, and I could hear this fire alarm from down the road. And you remember what my old road was like?
Yeah.
Like it's not particularly long or whatever, but like I shouldn't be able to hear a low battery alert on a smoke alarm from outside my building.
That's so bad.
Oh, it was terrible.
Those low battery alarms are absolute pigs.
I have the smoke alarm on my desk at the minute.
Okay.
Here's one I made earlier. Now, the reason I've got this here is because it chirped loudly 3 times, paused, and then chirped loudly 3 times, and then didn't do it for another hour. And I was like, okay, maybe that wasn't even our house. Maybe that was next door. So then it did it again while I was up here recording DLC yesterday. And aside from this time, it went beep, 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 fire, and then and then it stopped. And so I was like, well, I'm not on fire.
No,
so
it's saying this episode of DLC, man, this shit is fire.
So I've just taken it down. I've emailed the letting agent. I'm just like, I need a new smoke alarm. This thing is broken.
Nice. We had one of those low battery alerts once when. So we went away for Christmas, and we stayed away from our flat for 3.5 weeks.
Oh wow!
And we found out that on day 2 of us not being there, the smoke alarm battery was going off. It was our upstairs neighbours that told us. Now, luckily, this is a big luckily, I fucking hated them, so I didn't care. But when we got back, I promptly sorted it out just a mere 3 and a bit weeks later. So I hope they really had a good Christmas.
Yeah, they had a song the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. The lovely beeping of Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tim.
Yeah. Hello.
Tim.
Hello.
What have you been up to?
I mean, I went to France since the last recording.
Well, that is what I was hinting at, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I went to France for Evo, and it was good. I put out a whole DLC episode, which I think is out as of yesterday, I think.
Yeah, I think it is yesterday.
Which just talks about announcements and tournament results and kind of general commentary of how I thought that the brackets went.
Okay.
But I didn't really talk about the day-to-day because I figured we'd save that for here.
Yeah, so I am privy to very, very small amount of this information.
I am going to send you a video.
No, play it on the thing. Can you play it on?
I will need to get it on the PC, I suppose.
Yeah, but if it's on your phone, send it to me and then screen share.
That's the plan, yeah.
Okay.
Where is it? God, I took a lot of photos during France. That was me getting on the plane. Where is
that? Was
yes,
me
there
getting on the plane.
Okay, cool. Right, let me send this to you. So my journey from going from Bristol to Nice, very, very smooth. French transportation, by the way, magnifique. Cheap. Return tickets last like 12 months, and the trams are every 2 minutes. It's like, nice. Oh my God, absolutely. I think it was like €10 for a return ticket.
To Nice from Bristol?
No, from
I know, I was joking.
From the airport to, what was it called, the stop I was at? It was just called Les Chateaux, I think, but it was by Port Limperia.
Les Chateaux?
That's what the area was called, next to Old Nice.
Okay.
So I get a message from my Airbnb host being like, hey, you've booked this Airbnb with us. It's an attic flat, not mentioned anywhere in the listing. It's like, okay. The stairs are quite narrow. So you'll need to be mindful of that going up the stairs. And it's like, okay, cool, no problem. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen with you,
okay,
so you can see the video of what I was looking at. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm really having to squeeze here.
Tim, what the fuck is this?
And everything's very short. So that's the kitchen. That's the living room. TV.
Wow,
Here
that is
the bedroom.
a duck
There's
down
a duck
and a selfie.
under
Look
there.
at you in your shades.
Oh yeah, let's come out. That's my view. And
is there a piano at the end of your bed?
Get this. Yeah.
Like
You're probably
Snoopy.
thinking, where's the bathroom? Where's the toilet? What is this?
Could you get in there?
In order for me to go to the toilet in this place, I had to open a hatch in the wall, crawl under the sink, and then go to the toilet, which backs directly onto the bath.
Oh my God, that's fantastic. I actually, do you know, for the whole time this was on, I thought, it's quite small, but it's not, it's not awful. And then
So
you went in the cupboard to go to the toilet.
That is awful, right? That's terrible.
Yeah, it's not good.
But the stairs here, and the reason I've got the stairs here, ordinarily, narrow stairs, step up here,
press
no problem.
play for me. Oh, okay. There was a door. I was really worried that there was no door.
I don't know if you know here, there is the gap. There's like a top step here, and then it steps up to here. But there, between the second step downwards, there was just no rail or anything there. So if you miss your footing, you're going straight down those stairs.
Nice.
And behind me, I didn't show it in frame. When I got to the place, they were like, "You need to open the cabinet in like by the stairs to get the key." I was like, "Okay." There are no lights in this bit.
Okay.
So I'm there doing this with my flashlight, and my bag is just by what I think is my door. And I see the cabinet, and I must have been at this cabinet for about 10 minutes because it was sealed shut so tight, I was convinced it didn't open. So I sat down. I'm going to cut this part of the video, of course. I sat down, was texting Payne, being like, I think I need out of this Airbnb. This is a shithole. Like the fact that you have to crawl to the toilet would be insane.
I'm guessing you raised it with Airbnb.
Yeah, totally. So I managed to find another Airbnb down the road, and don't get me wrong, this one was also small, but I could at least stand up in it for a start.
Could
and
you
it was
get
more
to
of
the
like,
toilet?
Yes, because the toilet was downstairs and the shower was upstairs, and like kind of like a mezzanine situation. Not bad, not bad. A little bit cramped, but last minute change. And you know what? It was actually cheaper than this first place. Contacted Airbnb, and they were like, yeah, we'll take a look at that. That's weird. And then about 20 minutes later or so, I'd say I got an email being like, yeah, we're just doing a full refund, because I sent them this video. And I was just like, that's not okay.
Is it still on Airbnb?
I don't know.
I kind of want to find out.
I don't know. But what I did notice was that the hosts updated their listing afterwards, because part of my thing with Airbnb was being like, I'm 6'2". Had I have known that height was going to be an issue getting into this place, especially crawling to the toilet and bedroom, I wouldn't have booked it. And I noticed that they've changed it since, so it does say, don't be 180 centimeters or taller, and you can probably stay here just fine.
Don't be 180 centimeters or taller.
Yeah. But then I was like, okay, cool. I'm settled in. I've got my new Airbnb. I'm good. It was a bit of a riddle to get into the new one, because the owner was like, you have to download a PDF from this external website with the instructions to access this place. I was like, this seems dodgy as fuck, but what other choice do I have? So I go in there, and they're like, I go on the PDF, and it's legit. It's a legit PDF. And it's like, you need to find the lockbox that is attached to this shop on a neighboring road. The lockbox will be often underneath the parked car, but still attached to the fence. The combination is this. You need to put the key back there under the car that is normally parked there when you leave. It's like, oh my God, why am I solving a riddle?
My first is in Nice, but not in Nice.
But no, it's fine. Got there. I don't think I enjoyed any of the food that I ate in France.
That's not true. I know you enjoyed one meal.
Which meal?
You got Mackies delivered.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. I forgot about the Mackies. Okay, so for a country that prides itself on its cheese, I did not have a single good bit of cheese out there. Right?
Apart from the cheesy cheese on the cheesy chips.
they weren't even cheesy chips. It was cheesy potato wedges because they were hot chips.
Mm.
But also I had a pistachio McFlurry. That was lovely. Along with a 2-steak burger. I don't know how do you say that in French. Obviously
Deux steak
burger. But then, so like, the first day I went there, I was just like, I'm hungry. I kind of just want something to pick at. I'm gonna get a little thing, like a little sandwich, maybe like a side of cheese and chips, because British tourists. And the guy came out 10 minutes later with the most pathetic looking chips and squirty cream cheese on there on the side. I was like, no, awful.
Sounds good to me.
So the next day, when I'm actually at Evo on the event floor, they had a place, like a van, selling paninis. I was like, great, I like a panini. That's perfect. It was
Can you say in a French accent, please?
Panini.
Panini.
And I went in there and the cheese was okay, fine, whatever. Went to McDonald's in the evening because I was like, I'm hungry and curious about McDonald's in France. And it was great. It was the best food I ate out there. And then the next day, I'm going to send you a photo of this burger I ate. I ate nothing but burgers the whole time, it seems.
Burger. What I will say, Tim, is you have previous for going to exotic destinations and just wanting to go to McDonald's on this podcast.
I mean, Japan, yeah, but I was curious to try it.
You're always curious. That's the problem.
I'm a curious boy. So I was wandering around looking for pizza, and I found an Italian restaurant, and the guy sat me down and just dumped the menu in the chair opposite me, and I was like, my date. Which he found funny. He did smirk at that.
Did you say
I was
that?
Like, yeah, he did. But then he brought me out this food, and it is a delicious looking. There's a salad. There's potatoes on there that are fried, in some oil and seasoned beautifully. But then like they've got this burger that's on like this flatbread that's all separated. Everything aside from the meat and the fucking cheese was good.
Yeah, it does look good.
But the meat was stone cold.
Oh.
Yeah, and the cheese was just not melted because the meat was cold. So, didn't enjoy my food much out there. Nice as a city, though, seems cool. Lots of independent trade. Far more kebab shops than I was expecting.
Yeah, yeah. But they're all cold.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're all cold, and there's no such thing as cheese out there. Went to a market. That was fun. Saw a lot of independent trade. I was looking for a little magnet to bring home as a souvenir for our fridge. And I went to this stall, and this guy, I was like looking at the magnets, and this guy goes bonjour and bonjour, and he goes, you are English? And I was like, how could you tell that from the word bonjour?
Because you went, bonjour, mate.
Bonjour, mate. And I was like, yeah. And he goes, oh, okay. You look at magnets. It's 3 for €10. I was like, yep, that's what it says on the sign. It's what I'm probably gonna do. And
did you do it?
I did do it, and I got one that was like Nice, and it was like, and there was one that said, it was like Nice, so cool, and it was like, and they're all like painted pebble magnets. And I was looking for a third one, and he goes, "You have a lady in your life?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm engaged. I've got a fiance." And he goes, you should get this one. It's for a very lovely lady, and it just said "sexy and cool" on it. So I was like, sold, done.
Did you get it?
That's on our fridge. Oh yeah, no, it's on our fridge right now.
Okay, cool, very good.
Then I picked up a bracelet. That was fun, just a bit of wrist accessories. And then I basically went back to Evo, and I tried to play as much stuff as I could at Evo, as much Guilty Gear as possible. I didn't get to play, I think I played maybe 2 rounds of Tekken because I got annihilated and all the Tekken setups were always busy.
Oh, really?
But I got to play some of the new Marvel fighting game made by Arc System Works.
Nice.
That was cool.
Is that
I got to
Token or?
Yeah, Token Fighting Souls.
Okay.
I have some thoughts on it, but you should find that in the DLC episode from yesterday. I played some 2XKO, which is Riot's new fighting game. I've played some of that at home. I got to play the 2v2 mode, where it's 4 players in one lobby, each controlling a singular character in a 2v2 fighting game. That game in 2v2 has no right being as fun as it is. It is so good.
Nice.
Because the whole thing is like, oh yeah, like normally with assist-based fighters, if I'm playing like Dragon Ball, for example, I'll be doing a combo as Goku, and then I can press a button to summon Gohan to do an attack, and then maybe another button for Broly to do an attack or whatever as my assists.
Mm-hmm.
In the 2v2 mode, the player that's actively on screen doing stuff actually doesn't control when player 2 comes out. Player 2 controls that. So there's an actual active engagement for you to go, oh, I need an assist here. I need a hand here. Like for you to communicate with that with your teammate and actually get involved in the game. It was awesome.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. I got to sit next to a motorbike that was themed after Juri Han from Street Fighter.
Oh, you sent me a picture. That was very cool.
It's good. It's a cool motorbike. I thought it'd be weird with the posing as well.
Yeah, you look a bit like, that meme of the guy going back to 2010 memes. Or was that in the other? That was in the other recording. What you recorded
That's
before.
a flash forward.
Spooky. That guy who's like down by the grave and he's like this. He's like
next to, I was kind of going for the one who does like, he's like squatting down, hands together next to people's butt cracks at a Magic the Gathering tournament.
Yeah, okay.
That's kind of what I was going for.
Okay, I feel that.
What else? When they showed off the gameplay trailer for Mary Zoe, the new Tekken character, they fucked up somewhere on the technicals, and as soon as the trailer started, they cut away.
I thought you were going to say they cut to you.
Yeah, so me.
Ooh, it's me.
No, they cut away. And then they were just like, oh, we have to start the trailer again. Meanwhile, the director of Tekken, Harada, is just there like, are you guys excited? It's like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. What else? Dragon Ball was an insane top 8 to watch. Guilty Gear was a fun top 8 to watch. Tekken was a predictable but fun to watch.
Nice.
The one thing that really, and I mentioned this again in the TLC episode, so I'm not gonna tread too much old ground here. There's an Arc System Works fighting game called Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact, based on the anime Hunter x Hunter.
Okay.
That game is a broken piece of shit. It is. I love Arc System Works. That game is terrible.
It's a high praise.
High praise. But watching the best in the world at this broken piece of shit compete with each other is so entertaining to watch. It's like watching who can be the best of the worst.
I like it.
It was fun.
Tim, I'll be honest. I've spent quite a lot of the time that you've been talking trying to find this place on Airbnb. There are some wacky rooms in Airbnb.
Oh, there's weird ones.
So I found one that I just saved because it had some really nice looking plants in it, and I thought it was quite cozy. This one, and let me just share my screen real quick for you. Just make sure that there's nothing inappropriate. So I'll close all those pictures of Alex I have.
Yep.
This
Should I get rid of mine, or are we good?
Sorry?
Should I get rid of mine, or are we good?
No, you keep them.
Oh my god, it's got a gamer chair.
This is someone's gaming room. Well, look
That's
at this.
hilarious.
It's got Tintin, the collector.
Yep.
Whatever is going on here.
Don't know.
But, like...
Oh, there's the bathroom on the right. Yeah, this is just someone's gaming space.
Like the football. 3 monitors.
Do you know, if you were renting this out specifically during Evo or any other esports events, this would actually probably be fine.
Do you think?
Probably.
I'm just trying to work something out here. Oh no, this is just. I thought there was another monitor behind, but there's a whole picture of just this monitor and this cupboard.
Wow.
And
a cat.
There you go.
Sweet. My friend showed me a photo of their Airbnb that they stayed with their partner. The bed was a pull-out sofa bed. Cool, no problem, fine. That's just the deal.
Happens, yeah.
But the problem is the bathroom door swings outwards, and what gets blocked when the bed is out?
Oh.
Yeah.
So if you need to pee in the night, you got to just sorry.
You got to wake your partner up.
Or shut them in the bed.
Shut
them in the bed. I like it.
And then go for a piss and then come back.
I like it. I think that's great.
Yeah. Nice was fun. I want to go back next year. I'm going to see if the politics of Evo, because they recently got sold to a Saudi Arabian company. So, some people are in as to whether or not they're going to continue going to it or not. I think it'd be a shame for it to die, but I have been looking at other tournaments around Europe.
Okay.
So I would like to travel more and compete more, because I know I was in a bit of a flunk with competing in fighting games for a while. I think this has reignited that for me.
Yeah, I mean, you did say the words, I hate everyone who performs in these tournaments. If they ever listen to this episode, I think you're all pricks. So
I still think that, but now I'm going to be one of them.
no, I am one of them.
Yeah, I'm one of you.
There you go. Nice. Oh, well, I'm glad you had a good time, Tim.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. What about you? What did you do all week?
Nothing.
No,
just honestly, Tim, with the amount of content we've put out over the last week and a half, every single one of my evenings has been play a game for a few hours, record an episode, edit it, put it out.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Yeah.
And
it's
stream.
a lot of content.
And stream.
I've got some DLC that I'm going to need to record tomorrow, I think, at the time of recording. And I've got to edit that. I've also got to edit this episode because this is my one to edit.
You keep leaving them very late to edit, Tim.
I do, but I've been sick and couldn't really talk.
Are you going to be back in work tomorrow?
I'm hoping so, but if I'm not 100%, then I'm not going to.
I'm hoping not, because then you can just edit.
That would be great.
That'd be really good.
It'd be cool.
And
good.
Groovy.
Right, well, before we get into the proper meat and bones of today's episode, I want to hear a little message from our friend Josh over at Talking Smack. Take it away, Josh.
Take it away, Josh and Alex.
And Alex, thank you.
You're talking about the soundboard, not Josh.
Yeah.
Hey Josh, I'm finally ready to do something fun every Wednesday.
Alex, finally! We're going to talk superheroes, movies, animation, comics, and much, much more, right?
Yes, but we're also going to talk Star Trek.
Make it so, my friend. Catch Talking Smack every Wednesday on your podcatcher of choice. We will see you there, Smackheads.
Thank you very much, Josh and Alex. Go listen to Talking Smack. Something I forgot to mention in my Evo ramble. I don't think I mentioned it in the DLC episode. In terms of tournament placements, I was very fucking happy with myself for once. So Guilty Gear had 572 entrants, and I got 97th.
Nice,
which is good. Made it to day 2 of Europe's largest tournament, which is fantastic for me.
That's really good.
Granted, I got absolutely smoked by someone who made it to top 8, but they made it to top 8. They're some of the best in the world.
And you got to play with someone who's top 8 in the world, which is also good.
That's awesome. And I got my lanyard, or like my pass, all signed by a bunch of people I met over the weekend. It was good.
Nice. Oh, well done.
Good. But let's talk life hacks. Joey, this is the main topic of today's episode. I've had a dumb idea. You know that game, 2 Truths and a Lie?
Yeah.
Can you tell the audience how it works?
So, I mean, there's 2 truths and a lie, and you have to decide which is the lie.
Wow. So what we've done is Joey and I have each gathered a bunch of life hacks that are legit and some ones that are not legit. And it's up to the other person to work out which ones are and aren't legitimate. Joey, how many have you got?
I have 15 or so.
Okay, I've got 6 sets of 3. What is that? 18? Yeah.
I think I have 20, and that's made up of 15 real, 5 fake.
Oh, okay. Right, I see what you've done. That's like 5 sets then, I think. Yeah, something like that. Cool. Great. Well, I will go first.
I also have some bonus ones for you.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I want you to rate them at the end.
You're going to rate them?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. So, number 1, Joey. To get a rough estimate of your height without a tape measure, remember that a standard UK door is approximately 6'6" or 2 meters tall. That's 1.
Right.
If you have a stubborn, hard water stain, such as limescale, in the bowl of your toilet, pouring a regular bottle of cheap Coke into the bowl and leaving it overnight will dissolve any chalky deposits.
I know that is 100% true, so...
And the last one, you can use a 20p coin and a 5p coin stacked together to successfully mimic the thickness and shape of a £1 coin to release the trolley at a supermarket, rather.
Can or should?
I'm not going to go with should, because one might be a crime.
It's not a crime. Is
it not?
No, because you have trolley tokens. That's mimicking a pound.
I suppose, yeah.
Just remind me of what the first one was.
It was your rough height without a tape measure.
Yeah. So I think that's true that the doors are 2 meters, but
Okay.
I think that that's a stupid idea.
Because who is going to remember that?
So I'll be honest. I think that loads of these life hacks are stupid ideas that just sort of work, and people are like, "Oh my god, we've hacked life." I think life hacks are stupid in general, but I have a feeling that someone would do that. And I know
the door one or the tape measure?
no,
Or
the door one. So I think if someone doesn't have a tape measure, they're going about 2 inches short on the door. You must be 6'4". As someone who is 4'7",
in your big shoes.
when I wear my tall shoes, that hack doesn't do much for me. So it's whether or not it's not applicable for everyone.
Sure.
Now I know Coke is used to clean porcelain. So I'm gonna say that's fine. I think Coke is fine.
Okay.
What was the last one?
It was the 20 pence and 5 pence
Oh.
stacked together for the trolley token.
I think the door one is a lie.
You think the door one is a lie?
Yeah.
It's the 20p and the 5p one that's a lie.
Oh.
Apparently, while many small specific items work, this specific combination of 20p and 5p does not work. It doesn't replicate the same diameter, thickness, or grooves needed for the £1 coin mechanism. I don't know if this is a thing in the States, actually.
No, because they don't have a $1 coin. So
No, but they might use a quarter or something, right?
no, they just have
No.
shopping carts everywhere.
Also, they do have a $1 coin. It's just not in wide circulation.
Oh, okay. But for our American listeners, this is basically to stop people stealing shopping trolleys, which is genuinely a thing, and decorating lovingly our canal system with them. Supermarkets now require you a lot of times to put a £1 coin
Into the trolley.
into a catch release on the trolley so that you can take it out, as if someone who is going to steal a shopping trolley has gone, oh, actually the value of this pound is more than I'm willing to spend.
The trolley, in terms of melted metal, is probably worth more than the pound.
Probably. Someone in my work once said to me, have you ever thought that with the cost of living crisis, one of the things that's never been hit by inflation is the cost of a trolley? I was like, you're not
Well, you're not buying it.
the trolley.
I've seen people like take them from supermarkets before, flip them upside down, and use them as grills.
It's really bad for you, that is.
Oh no, totally, because it's
Coated
all
in
sorts of
so
stuff.
much chemical
Yeah,
residue.
and also you don't know what's been in it.
Well, or where it's
Yeah.
been. Right.
Yeah, but the other two were real. So to recap, that was average UK doors are 6'6". So if you want to measure your height with that tape measure, just compare yourself to a door. And I agree that one's really dumb. But the toilet bowl thing, if you're looking to clean some limescale out of a toilet or a sink, you can use cheap Coca-Cola.
There you go. Right, Tim, you ready for my ones?
I'm ready.
So, if you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, you're not having a great morning, make your bed first thing. It's psychologically proven to be a win and puts your mind in a good mindset.
Okay.
Adding a very small pinch of salt to your coffee will neutralize caffeine crashes.
Okay.
And putting dead batteries in the freezer for just a few minutes will give them enough juice to make them work temporarily.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure I've heard the salt caffeine thing before.
Okay.
Pretty sure I have. I've not heard of the freezing your batteries for a couple of minutes thing, but it would make sense if they're an alkaline battery as opposed to a lithium-ion battery.
I do it on my laptop if I just need a minute or two. I just whack it in the freezer.
Remember people used to wrap their Xboxes in towels and put them in the freezer?
Well, no, that was for Red Ring of Death.
That was it.
And it worked because our
work.
old Xbox had the Red Ring of Death and I did the wet towel. You basically just want to overheat it so it tricks itself into thinking normal room temperature isn't overheated.
Yeah.
So,
and then, sorry, what was the first one? Was making your bed when you get out of it first thing if you're having a rough morning.
Mental win. So it's
I could believe that one.
Okay,
that's a very easy win. because a bedroom can look really really untidy if even just the bed is messy. So I'm going to say that one's true.
Okay.
I am going to say I'm doubting myself on the salt and caffeine one because I think it's going to be something like, it's not salt, it's sugar, and get fucked, idiot.
No, sugar won't neutralize caffeine crash.
No, but I think it is the salt and caffeine one that's the lie.
Yeah, you think putting dead batteries in the freezer makes them work for longer?
Well, I've never heard of it before, but I don't know how batteries entirely work.
Right, but you know how caffeine works enough to make that assumption.
I have a vague idea.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, you are right. It was salt in the caffeine does not neutralize a caffeine crash.
Good.
There you go.
Good. Can I ask you, what's the worst life hack? The one that always comes up.
Let's
just infuriates.
Let's save this because I've got some peaches at the end for you.
All right, cool. Right, next one. A lot of supermarket trolley ones in mine, it seems.
I did this while doing my groceries.
To unlock a supermarket trolley, and if you don't have the right coins in the UK, you can use the rounded end of a regular Yale house key instead of a £1 coin.
Okay.
If you have a smelly fridge, place a few dry tea bags in a small container at the back of the fridge. The tea leaves are an excellent odor neutralizer.
Okay.
To easily measure out a standard English pint, 168 mils, of milk for a recipe when you only have a measuring jug marked in litres, you can fill a standard British breakfast mug exactly 1.5 times.
Well, that one's the lie because you can't, if you want to exactly get a litre, you can't say this is a mug and a half. That's ridiculous.
That one is the lie. There's a whole bunch of maths involved with it, but basically the long and short of it is that a pint of milk does not equal a mug and a half of
yeah, that's.
But apparently there is a standard breakfast mug size in the UK.
Yeah, I can believe that, but I think saying if you want exactly a pint of milk, just eyeball a mug and a half.
It's 12 ounces is standard British.
I think it's really funny that some countries, like our American brethren, really make a point of the ounces system of liquid, and it's just not a thing here.
No. Milliliters, baby.
Even that, it's like a pint or a can or a bottle. Right, Tim, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you steady?
I'm steady.
Okay. Turning your phone to airplane mode while charging will make it charge twice as fast.
Okay.
And this is because your phone isn't thinking about doing other things and directing power to the background kind of stuff that your phone would normally do.
Okay.
Putting a wooden spoon across a boiling pot of water on the hob will stop it from boiling over.
Okay.
And then if you put a sponge in your fruit and veg drawer in your fridge, it'll absorb moisture and keep your fruit and veggies crisp.
So I know the wooden spoon one is legit.
Okay.
Because I actually use that all the time.
God, you're such a wooden spoon.
I'm such a wooden spoon. The sponge one, I don't think that works because I get the feeling that would require the crisper drawer in your fridge to be in a vacuum, and it's not vacuum sealed, that thing.
Okay.
So I don't think that one's legit. And remind me of the first one, sorry?
Putting your phone in airplane mode while charging will make it charge twice as fast because it's not directing current to other places on the phone.
I see the logic in it, but that's the same kind of logic as turn your screen sideways instead of downloading something because gravity will take over the progress bar. Mm-hmm. I don't think that one's legit either. So which one of these is less legit?
Which is less legit? This is the game we're playing.
I'm going to go scientific here and say the sponge isn't legit.
Okay, well, you shouldn't have gone scientific because that is legit.
Oh.
Turning your phone on airplane mode does not make it charge twice as fast because that's ridiculous.
No.
There you go.
It is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Did
Did you think we'd speed through these like we are doing, Tim?
No, but you mentioned that you've got some
I do.
bonus
I've
ones
got a
that we
fun
can rip
game for
into.
you.
Yeah. Okay, one sec.
I'll be honest, some of the others I have are so bad that I don't even think I'll include them.
In frosty weather, you can prevent ice from bonding to your car's windscreen by covering it overnight with a large piece of dry cardboard or a thick towel secured by wipers.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, people do that all the time, so yeah, that's true.
To stop the emotional cry, as I read, this is the one where your throat tightens and your face gets hot. You can firmly press your tongue against the roof of your mouth and count to 10.
Okay.
Or to stop the emotional cry, the one where your throat tightens and your face gets hot, you can firmly clench your buttocks.
Would stop you getting emotional.
It would.
I think it's what was the second one? So stopping the emotional cry by doing what?
Firmly pressing your tongue against the roof of your mouth and counting backwards from 10.
I think it's that one because it's like composing yourself.
You think that's the lie?
Yeah.
That one is the lie. There's actually no psychology behind that whatsoever. It's complete tosh.
Did you know the only place that you can tickle yourself is on the roof of your mouth? And I think it's with your little
pinky.
finger.
Yeah.
It's really weird, isn't it?
It's very bizarre that our bodies
Hey,
are made that way.
there's a life hack for you. If you want a cheap laugh, just tickle the roof of your mouth with the pinky finger.
Do it on the bus, it'll entertain everyone.
Right, Tim. You got to promise me you won't try this one, okay?
Okay.
Control Shift and T will instantly open the last closed browser tab.
Okay.
Wet socks on your feet overnight, whilst won't make them smell great, will help with dry, cracked heels because it moisturizes your feet.
Interesting.
And the last one is you should take a photo of your fridge before grocery shopping because it stops you guessing what you're out of.
I mean, that one makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
I can get behind that one. The one about the wet socks going to bed, I feel like that's a fantastic way to get trench foot.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't think it's that one. There's someone that Payne and I follow on Twitch who's a Bristolian streamer.
He wears wet socks to bed.
No, but what he used to do when his room at uni was too hot was he would, while in his pajamas, get in the shower, a cold shower, and then lay in bed because the heat from his body would naturally cause the clothes to dry overnight.
Awful,
but
nice.
He also had to buy a lot of dehumidifiers. He's mentioned before.
I think he probably stinks.
He probably did at the time. I don't know what he's like now.
Okay.
But sorry, what was the first one?
Control Shift and T will instantly reopen your last closed browser tab.
I know that one's correct because I use it all the time at work. So I'm going to go with the wet socks.
Yeah, you'll moisturize your feet all right with fungus. It's not a good idea.
Don't do that.
Don't do that at all.
All right. Rubbing a walnut over scratches on wooden furniture will make them less noticeable.
Okay.
Using a piece of stale white bread, you can pick up tiny shards of broken glass.
Okay.
Okay. If you're making a pot of coffee in a drip machine, leaving about a few milliliters of water in the bottom in the pot beforehand will stop the first drops from scorching on the hot plate, significantly improving the flavor.
Was the first one was the walnut. The second one was, I think this stale bread is the right answer. So I'm not a coffee guy. I know the walnut one's true. I've seen it done a lot before. I'm not a coffee guy, but I know the smell of burnt coffee is significantly worse than the smell of not burnt coffee. So I'm going to go with the stale bread wet glass. Not wet glass, that was Freudian. Stale wet bread. I'm going to go with the stale bread picking up glass as the fake one.
The glass is the real one. The coffee one is fake.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I guess something about the sponginess of the bread will make it work that way. But yeah, the coffee drip one it's just not true.
Just bollocks.
It's just total bollocks.
Total bollocks. Right. A lot of mine are really bad, Tim. Lay your clothes flat in a Ziploc bag and freeze them overnight. It kills odor-causing bacteria and make them feel fresh for longer.
Okay.
Put a rubber band around the head of a stripped screw, and it'll give you a screwdriver extra grip and allow you to turn it easier.
Okay.
And then rubbing a tiny bit, and I mean like a really tiny bit, of olive oil on your phone screen creates natural fingerprint-resistant coating.
Okay, so the second one with the rubber band and the screw, I know that's correct because I actually use that whenever I've moved house. I actually use that one quite a lot.
I will delete it from the list.
The second one with the olive oil on the phone, that is total bollocks.
Okay, because you've done
There
it.
is no, because there's no way on earth that is true. It defies all logic. And what was the first one?
Laying your clothes flat in a Ziploc bag and freezing them overnight.
Okay, yeah. So that one, it's mental why you would ever think, oh, I'm going to freeze my clothes. That'll work.
Wash them.
Just wash them. We have smelling laundry detergent. Use that. But it makes sense because bacteria and fungus do not do well when frozen.
Okay.
I can appreciate the logic in that. So while it's got scientific backing, it's a mental thing to do, but it is technically correct.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with the olive oil on the phone screen because there is no way on God's green earth that's right.
The website I took that one from said, this does not work, obviously. Enjoy your slippery smudge magnet.
Yep.
There you go.
Good. I've got 2 more sets.
I have probably one more, but I think my fake one is quite obvious.
So sorry, my tables got fucked up here, and I've actually included 2 ones from previous sets in one set here. So what I'm going to do is this next one is going to be my last set of truths and lies, but there's going to be 2 lies in there and 2 truths.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Number 1. You can easily clean a cast iron skillet by boiling water and coffee grounds in it for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Number 2, to instantly calm your nervous system and slow your heart rate during a panic attack, stick your face in a bowl of ice water for about 20 seconds. This is called the dive reflex.
Okay.
Next one, if you consistently get, I'll start that again. If you consistently get specific pat downs at airport body scans, specifically around the groin area, do a hard Kegel and wait for the scanner to pass over the area. It will pick up nothing.
What is a Kegel?
When you clench your asshole, basically.
Okay, cool.
Cool. And then to remove it's not that one. To remove hard water buildup on a faucet without using harsh chemicals, cut a lemon in half, place it on the end of the faucet and secure it in place with a small plastic bag and a rubber band for a few hours.
So I think that one's true because I think I've seen 5-minute crafts post some of their regurgitated shit on it.
5-minute crafts for the whole inspiration for this episode.
Oh,
I love how derailed
it's
they are.
so mental. It's like, go out and spend £500 on this thing that would actually cost you £4 if you just bought it new and would be better quality.
My favorite one that I saw was they had a set of Crocs and then they got a hot glue gun and traced around the Croc to make a flip-flop. And it's like, but you've already got Crocs.
So I think that one's true. The Kegel is quite obviously fake. And the other 2, can't remember.
So there was the cast iron pan.
Okay.
and there was the dive reflex.
I think the cast iron pan is nonsense as well. So the Kegel and the cast iron pan.
You are 100% correct.
Get in.
Get in.
Right, Tim, I've got one for you. Microwave a lemon for 15 seconds before juicing it, and you'll get around twice the amount of juice from a non-microwaved lemon.
Okay.
Microwave themed, heavy this one. If you microwave your socks for, once again, 15 seconds before putting them on, it can improve circulation.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Save your coffee grounds after using them and plant them in with your houseplants. This improves the quality of the soil and will create bigger, more full houseplants.
Now, I know that one is true because it's to do with the caffeine in the coffee beans.
I think it's more than the caffeine. It's just they're very good for plants.
But that one's true.
Okay.
I can believe the socks are true because the way a microwave works, of course, is that it heats up the water particles in whatever is inside the microwave.
Mm-hmm.
Now, while socks by themselves don't have water particles, or, they're not juicy. If they were, there's a problem. But I could believe there's like air moisture, like natural air moisture in the microwave as you open and close it. And obviously, hotter, warmer environments tend to lead to higher blood circulation, which is why we see a lot of people's faces and hands and feet and whatever go red in hotter environments.
Mm-hmm.
So that I could believe is also true. The lemon one, I don't think is true because you're not going to duplicate water particles in a lemon by microwaving it. You're just going to heat it up, possibly causing it to explode if it's not sliced.
Okay. You're wrong. Warm feet might feel great, but microwave fabric aren't friends, especially if there's elastic or metal thread in your socks.
Oh, don't do that.
Don't do that. But apparently microwaving a lemon for just 15 seconds will really increase the amount of juice you can get.
Ah,
there you go.
That's unreal.
So, Tim, I looked for some... Before I really understood the premise of the episode, I looked for some life hacks. And I got some ridiculous ones.
What's your least favourite ever?
Well, I'm going to take you through some of these, okay? So, Tim, I want you to rate these as good life hack or 5-minute life hack.
Okay.
Okay, which obviously means bad.
Yeah.
Number 1, don't want to wash your dishes? Eat your cereal with a fork. Then you don't have to wash the bowl because you keep the milk for next time.
That's terrible.
Okay, so
not only A, wash your fucking dishes, but B, that all that's going to happen is you're just going to end up with old curdled milk.
Yummy. Better on the fork as well. Is your phone
I did
on?
have to eat that McDonald's McFlurry with a fork while I was in France because I didn't have a spoon in the flat.
Yum, yum, yum. So where's that one on your scale? Good life hack
5-minute crafts, that's awful.
That's all you need to say. 5-minute or good, okay?
Cool.
Low on phone battery? Put it in airplane mode. Now you can stare at a charged phone, but you still can't do anything with it.
I mean, it's met the objective, I suppose. I don't think it's a particularly helpful one, so I'm going to go with 5-minute crafts.
Okay, good. Too cold outside? Go back inside. Problem solved.
Great life hack. Fantastic.
Yep, okay. No toaster? Burn your bread with a hairdryer instead for that artisanal campfire crunch.
Will a hairdryer get hot enough to cook toast? I don't think so.
I think it would eventually.
I mean, sure, if you wrapped it in a towel over the intake or something.
Yep.
I'm going to go with 5-minute life hack.
Okay. Out of toilet paper? Shower time. Gross, but undeniably effective.
That is gross, but it would also be undeniably effective. I don't want to call this one good. I'm going to call it a possible necessity.
No, I want one or the other, binary.
Fine, it's a great life hack. It's changed my life.
Need to reheat old coffee, but hate doing it in the microwave? Drink it cold and call it iced coffee.
That's not how iced coffee works.
So what's that?
Bad. 5-minute life hack.
Okay. Is your computer running slow? Close your eyes. Now it feels even faster.
Bad.
5 minute, right?
5 minutes.
Do you have no ice cubes? Just freeze water. Science.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to have to call it good because it has met the objective.
Yeah. Keep forgetting your keys. Just don't lock your doors.
Terrible. A 5 minute, 2 minutes life
No,
hack.
but that it doesn't matter if you forget your keys then.
Your entire security is compromised.
But it's that's not what you're trying to solve here. I didn't say
I guess.
keep forgetting your keys and you love being secure in your home.
I'm not being gaslit into saying this is good.
Okay. No cup holder in your car. Just use your shoe. Instant, disgusting cup holder.
Now, when I got my car, I didn't have any cup holders.
Did you use a shoe?
I did not use a shoe. Where was this article that
Do you
found?
wish you had?
I really wish I did.
Okay. Can't find your phone? Just call it. Wait, hold on. The shoe one, are you saying is a good life hack?
No, I'm saying it's bad. It's a 5 minute one.
Okay. Can't find your phone? Just call it.
Now, here's the thing. I'm going to say good for a reason. Modern home assistants like Google Home, Alexa, whatever, can call your phone for you.
Okay.
So I'm going to say good. Fine.
Okay. Did you forget your sunglasses when you went out today? Just close your eyes. It's UV proof.
They're not UV proof.
Your eyelids.
Yeah, but you'll still get UV damage on them.
Okay.
Bad. 5 minute life hack.
Do you hate crying while cutting onions? Just don't cut onions.
I mean, sure, if you circumvent the entire task, you won't get the pitfall. Bad, 5 minute hack. Do you know a way to stop crying cutting onions?
Run cold water.
Chew gum.
Chew gum. Chew bum.
Chew bum.
Bum, because it's hard to cut onions when you're chewing bum.
Normally, cutting onions leads to chewing
bum. Out of cheese for your sandwich. If you just imagine it's 0 calories.
You're having a pretend sandwich.
That's the one. That's the worst
filling.
life hack I've ever heard.
That's a 5 minute one.
And last
the one I always hate and always comes up.
Let me just last one and then I'll let you do this.
Yes.
Do you need more chairs for your guests? Just invite less people.
5 minute life hack. That's bad.
Okay.
You've mitigated the problem, I guess.
Yeah.
But in the worst way.
In the best way.
Yeah. Are you tired of being shot? Just don't be in front of the bullets.
Exactly.
Thanks.
That's a great life hack.
The one I always see, though, that comes up in these like life hack videos or whatever. I say I always see, like I go out of my way to look for them, but whenever a life hack video happens to crop up on like TikTok or whatever, it's the one where people go, "Oh, here's the correct way to eat a muffin," and they just like cut the bottom half of a muffin off and like put it on top of the muffin like a big muffin sandwich and have it that way. I'm sorry, that's not it. If it was meant to be that way, they would just sell it that way.
Yeah, that's not good.
No. Anyone who does that is a fucking dickhead, and I will go on record with it.
Do you know what's better than a muffin?
What's that?
A bagel.
I do like a bagel.
I have some sesame bagels downstairs.
I love a bagel.
Is that how we're going to end Two Blokes?
Oh, I'm going to give you a little recipe for Two Blokes that involves bagel seasoning.
Sorry, bagel seasoning?
Yeah, you can get like bagel seasoning like in the little jars.
No, what the fuck is bagel seasoning?
It's got like seeds and shit in it.
No, what? What are you doing with bagel seasoning?
Bagel seasoning. Yeah, it's like. Hold on, here we are. Okay, this image tells me nothing. There you go. So it's like sea salt and garlic and onion and seeds and whatever. And you can just like.
If you're making your own bagels.
Yeah, or whatever.
Tim, when was the last time you made a bagel from scratch?
I didn't make a bagel, but
no, that's not my question. When did you last make a bagel from scratch?
I've never made a bagel.
So why are you buying bagel seasoning?
Let me tell you. Here's the recipe.
Here's the life hack.
What you do, and it's actually a really healthy snack. You get a
just eat the seasoning. Don't bother with the bagel.
You get a cucumber, and you quarter it like down the tube. So you've got like slices, like long slices.
Mhm.
You hollow out the part with the seeds, so you've just basically got like some of the green and some of the rind. You
Mhm.
put some soft cheese in that, and then sprinkle some bagel seasoning on top. It is beautiful.
And you wonder why we call you Tory Tim.
It's a healthy snack.
It's so Tory. It's
It's
unbelievable.
beautiful.
I would hazard a guess that when you listen to this back in the edit, you will think, that's so Tory, I'm going to leave it out.
No.
Yeah, yes.
No, staying in. The audience has to know.
So, audience, here's your instruction for this week. Is Tim's Tory snack
No, hang
enough
on, that's
to make him
leading.
yeah, but we're not political here. So, quite literally, we are being political. Is Tim's snack as Tory as it sounds? The answer's yes.
It's no. It's a big
Of
old
course,
no.
it's yes.
It's no.
I bet. So, the fact that I'd not even heard of bagel seasoning says it all.
You can get it in every supermarket. It's not like saffron or whatever.
When was the last time you used saffron, Tim?
Never. That's the point.
Oh, okay. What's the fanciest herb you've ever used?
It's not going to sound particularly fancy, but we did at Christmas last year when we were having this beef roast. We put in underneath the beef, we put these sprigs of rosemary to allow the aromas to kind of soak through the meat, and it was beautiful.
It's not really an answer to my question though, because rosemary.
That probably is the closest thing, though. It's not. I'm telling you about herb I
you
used.
guys had partridge at Christmas once, so
We did have partridge because it was a bit crap.
but it is very Tory.
It was a partridge Wellington from Aldi.
And a partridge in one plate from Blighty.
Yeah, it wasn't great. It was a bit chewy.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that's how you wanted the episode to end, Tim.
Good.
I'm glad we did it.
I'm glad we did it too. All right. Well, Joe, do you have anything to say to the audience?
Yeah, take that, you sexy bastards. We'll see you in a
Take
week.
that. We'll see you in a week.
Love you. Bye. Nice.